Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Happy Boxing Day, yeah? Um, in Cameroon, I don't know how it is in other African countries. We call 26th December Boxing Day, right? Yesterday was Christmas, and even today, in those days, I know it's still ongoing right now. We used to keep our best Christmas clothes and we wear them on 26th December. And in the evening, we go to the disco hall. We call them disco hall. Like, I mean, go to clubs, and dance. Oh my God. Especially in the villages. In the big cities, everything is back to normal on 26. So during Christmas period, villages are so nice. I'm a village boy. I grew up in a village. What I mean, village boys, I grew up in a village. And of course, my village is big. So we have a secondary school and so on. I went to secondary school before moving to the cities for high school and nursing school and moving out, been out for 12 to 13 years now out of the country. Anyways, happy Boxing Day, guys. So back to our usual videos about studying in the US. A lot of lab scientists have gotten to me, Mr. John. So you've been talking about nurses, about the NCLEX process. Is there a way for lab scientists to, migrate and work in the US? You spend 4 years going to school and you can use it and then you travel, then you have to change your profession. Nurses are enjoying wherever they go, they are able to practice as nurses. Yeah, not only nurses, healthcare. Okay, healthcare, so perfect pharmacy, lab scientists, you can practice anywhere. What matters is each country has its own procedure. Okay, when you travel out, you might end up just abandoning your profession because you do not want to undergo the process. But if you look into it, you can undergo the process. I made a video last time about nurses from African countries who come to the US and they end up abandoning nursing and doing some CNA stuff there because they cannot undergo the process. I'm right here. I'm here to help you. You have to practice. Just remember the years you put in for your work for studies, right? You have to practice. So yes, one other thing. Do you know that um, there are staffing agencies that recruit lab scientists from overseas, just the way they do for nurses, right? We used to think only for nurses. Yeah, they do. Where I work right now, there are Filipino lab techs. We call them here lab tech, lab scientists, um, who came here through staffing agency, the same way they do for nurses. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do, I always search for information for you guys to make sure I get information for my people. Trying to get in contact with these agencies, and we put forward uh, a roadmap to see what we can do and how we can start working with lab scientists from African countries. That's what I'm doing right now. So I always get in contact, get to them. We talk things out. It's about business and also helping my own people. You know. Then the third point, the other thing is you can come here on F-1 visa, right? Yeah, you can get a master's program, come here on F-1 visa, and then undergo the process. Remember, the F-1 visa that we do, we make sure that you have CPT so you can study and work. So if you have your social security number, you can work here while you are studying, right? You have CPT authorization to work. So when you come here as a student and then you undergo the process, have your documents evaluated, take the board exam, you pass, you get a staffing agency that recruits you. For lab scientists, you can even have a direct hire with the hospital. Okay, there is staffing agency hire and direct hire. Direct hire is if your contract is directly with the hospital. But when nurses come from overseas, they are, hired by staffing agency that assign you to hospitals. So they are being paid by those staffing agency. The hospital pays the agency and the agency pays the nurses. That's how it is done. But when and that is the system in place. Even if you're here and you take NCLEX for nurses, it's difficult to have a hospital hire you directly. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's difficult. They have made a way in a way that you have to pass through staffing agencies. They have been authorized to bring in overseas nurses, so they apply for your green card. It's the same thing that's happening for lab scientists. But I think with the way things are and looking at the vacancies for lab scientists and the number of people who are lab scientists here, I think you can even have a direct hire with the hospital if you pass your board exam. Here, you just need to pass the exam. There are jobs everywhere. There are jobs. So I said, let me make this video on this Boxing Day, 26th December, for my lab scientists. Yes, you have a way forward in the US. I understand spending number of years studying and you think you can use your certificate. No, in healthcare, you don't have to abandon your profession. Anywhere you go, you can get into the country. What matters is you have to undergo the process and become licensed in those countries. Wherever you find yourself, you will always have a job. You will always have a job. Okay. So, guys, do have a wonderful day. Celebrate, enjoy yourself, and looking forward to 2025. And yeah, that's it. Love you. Bye.